All right, back for another installment of our value wines for under $15. Welcome back to Drinking It In. I am your host, Chris Cassara. We are here to help you know more and drink better. And we're here for another installment of wines, value wines, under $15. And we're going to do some wines of substance. I always try to bring you a little something of substance. This one's no different. Today, we are talking about the 2019, actually it says 2019 on the front, Substance Cabernet Sauvignon from Charles Smith and Company. I don't know if it's Charles Smith and Company, it's their CS Wines. And this is a wine from Washington State. And Charles Smith, if you don't know about Charles Smith, where you been? The guy's been a legend in bringing attention to the wines of really Washington State. And he's done a number of projects. I think he had a few brands that he sold off, but, he still has a number of brands in a portfolio. I think it's, K Wine, Sixto, and Substance Wines. And this is a Cabernet Sauvignon that I've had a number of times before. I never had this particular vintage, but for a wine that you can get anywhere from $13 to $17, it usually punches above its weight and is always a crowd pleaser. So let us see what we got. Nothing else of importance on the back label, although it does say the quality of being important, valid, and significant. So maybe there is something of importance on the back there. This has a bit of a muted Napa Valley Cab nose. Now, if you've had enough Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignons, you know that they have a very distinct aroma when you first put your nose in the glass, and that is not something that typically I find in other wines from other regions. This one has that sort of a nose, and the best way to describe it is like there's a dark fruit, a full dark fruit nose that is almost like it's plush in nature. So hopefully that makes sense. I mean, there are sometimes you get a little fruit, you sense a wine is going to be a little lean, but this is a full dark fruited wine. Or that's what at least what it smells like. I'm getting a little bit of a chocolate note, and there's almost something floral about it. It's not quite like a violet flower, but there's a perfumey note to this. A little bit of a little peppery note, like a black pepper, but not a spicy black pepper, just muted black pepper. I should stop using the word muted. I've already done that 3 times this video. I mean, this wine is really easy to drink. It's got plenty of fruit. There's a creaminess. I'm getting a little bit of vanilla. So there's definitely some oak aging in this process, but didn't necessarily smell it. Definitely tasted a bit, but certainly not overdone. This is really, this is something that's really well balanced. And when you see a wine like this and you're paying $15 for a Cabernet Sauvignon, usually you don't get something usually you get something like, now I know why it doesn't really cost, why it's not expensive, because the wines usually come across as, a little boring and insipid, but this is fantastic. Substance Wines, this CS is very recognizable, very well distributed. It'll be easy for you to find. And if you need something for a Tuesday night burger, or even just even a special steak, this will stand up. So don't be afraid to grab it. There's a little graphite in there too on the second sip. Plums, blackberries, graphite, little vanilla. The Vanilla shows up at the very end. And it's like, boom, I'm here. I was here the whole time. Cool. Good stuff. So, hey, keep on searching for those value wines. I'll see you again soon. Cheers. Cheers.